Hello to all members of the Elite Tigers group and a very Merry Christmas to you all. It's that time of year when we look back at how the group has performed over the last 12 months and look forward ahead to what's coming up in 2022. Firstly, I'd like to warmly welcome all of the people that have joined us this year. Our humble little group first started out in February of 2018, and since then we've expanded to a group that now contains more than 30,000 members, and a substantial number of those have joined us over the course of 2021. And so you are all very welcome to our group. I hope that you find being a member of the Elite Tigers group to be beneficial to you. And I hope that you like the unique way that we conduct ourselves online with our sense of collectivism, which is completely different to the way that any other marketing group in this space that I'm aware of operates. It's that sense of solidarity and helping one another that makes us, I think, a breath of fresh air, hopefully, in the marketing world. And I hope that your sense of identity and collaboration with other members of the group is helping you to progress with your own individual marketing journey. And I hope that you are reaching out to other members of the group as well and working alongside them on projects, which is of course what we encourage you to do. We have of course during 2021 launched the Elite Academy, which is my own high ticket program, and the results for that have been quite honestly pretty outstanding from the point of view that every single person that's joined the academy is earning money each and every month from our rotators, which is obviously the intention, but it's great to see everything working in practice. So to members of the academy, thank you for your efforts and input during the first few months of our flagship program. There'll be some exciting changes to how the academy works during 2022 when we move beyond the beta stage, and I'll be outlining those in the coming days before the new year starts, so look out for that announcement. But I'm very proud of the achievement of members of the academy. Many of them have started launching their own products on their own, which is of course one of the main reasons why we started it, to teach people the entire process of affiliate marketing. And people that have launched with me have had in some cases 4-figure launches in terms of profits for themselves from the launch, which is again an astonishing achievement for first launches. Of course, our core family of websites, the 25 websites in the Elite Tigers group, are where we started off from, and we're still very proud of that group of sites which provide daily income opportunities for our members, and which still achieve decent results from the solo ads and other advertising that's placed within them. And of course they offer an entry level to the Elite Tigers group for free, for people to join one of the family of Elite Tigers group sites as a free member and start their marketing careers off in that way, without any financial investment. Obviously we started way back in February 2018, as I've said, with the first site, which was Epic Downline Builder. Doesn't of course exist anymore, that particular site, but we expanded and grew to 25 sites. And again, we'll be looking at some enhancements and improvements to those sites over the coming 12 months. And I'd like to publicly thank Martin Chandler on this video, who is my technical go-to man for the Elite Tigers group sites and does an awful lot of work in the background, most of it completely free of charge, offering in the spirit of benevolence what we all try and do inside the Elite Tigers group, which is, as I said, fraternity and solidarity between member to member, again in what I hope is a very unique way. So again, Martin, you know, your contribution to the group is immense, and I'm sure all the members completely value what you do. Away from Elite and affiliate marketing, of course, it's been another tough year for most of us, if not all of us, and you know, we're still not out of the woods in terms of how things are going to pan out globally over the next 12 months. Here in the UK, some of the pandemic restrictions have started to come back, particularly where we are up here in Scotland, where the restrictions are more severe than they are in other parts of the UK, with various limits being put on what we can do from Boxing Day, which is 26th of December. I know some of you in the world don't call it Boxing Day, onwards. So we will hope that these are again short-lived and that we can return to some sort of normality, because for us again, foreign travel has become very restricted over the last few weeks. We've been hoping to get away for some time and haven't been able to, so we're hoping that we can do that in the new year. In terms of looking more widely at some of the group figures, so in terms of product sales of products launched by the Elite Tigers group, we more than doubled our income from 2020, which was already a significant bar, a significant level, and so that is an astonishing achievement during the course of 2021, during a period of recovery from a global pandemic. And also during that period of this doubling, we achieved as a group our first $40,000 month, which again is, you know, a phenomenal achievement and a more or less a doubling of the best figure from the previous 12 months. So obviously you've all contributed to that. As I said, we work as a team and we take the rewards as a team. So thank you for everyone that's contributed to that. One thing that we haven't done quite so well on this year is our affiliate sales. So reciprocation for other marketers, that is actually down on the 2020 figure. So that's an area that we all need to collectively work on. Obviously, it benefits us as a group when we purchase using the Elite Tigers group links for products, because when we do that, it means that we get reciprocation from other marketers for us, for our launches. And that means that for you, when you launch your products and services, because you're a member of the Elite Tigers group, other top marketers will support your launches because of the reciprocation that we've given to them. Now, obviously, the better that our results are, the better that our responses are for other marketers, the more help that we are going to get from them collectively when we do our own launches. So that's an area that we do need to focus on again in 2022 and look at getting those figures back up, because they're an important element of the overall picture for the Elite Tigers group to succeed. Looking at downsides, I know that this is a Christmas video, so we obviously always try and keep things very upbeat, but I also think that it's important not to sugarcoat anything, and I think members that have been here for some time will know that I never do that. I never create unnecessary hype or try and pretend things are other than what they are. And the fact is that we still have a lot of members that are not really making the type of progress that we would ideally like to see them make. Each year we have a few flagship members that come through the system, that move on, that start creating their own products, that become regular launchers, and we see their income figures gradually ramping up and you know, joining that elite group on Warrior Plus. But there still aren't enough of them. You know, when you think how many members there are from this group, there should be more of you that are actually graduating and that are showing clear signs of progress at the end of each year. And the numbers are still very low, which means that there isn't that commitment from a lot of members to actually doing what they need to move on and become the success story of the following year. There are too many people that are not focused completely on their business and treat it, dare as I say, as a sort of hobby, and they go in and out of it. You know, they might spend a bit of attention on affiliate marketing, you know, for one particular month, and then they just sort of go away and do other stuff, drift away and then come back, or they approach things in a very haphazard manner without a system that they work to, without being organized. And I think that is something that holds an awful lot of our members back, in that they lack focus. I suppose that one of the things that you see in my regular emails to the group is that I talk about people focusing every single day, setting a set amount of time aside each day. And it's the regularity of things that is more important than the actual amount of time. You know, it's far better for someone to say, put aside 2 hours a day each and every day, 365 days of the year, than it is for someone to say, okay, I'm going to spend 12 hours today working on my business. Great, yeah, but then they don't do anything for 2 or 3 weeks after that. Taking regular action, being consistent and being persistent is what is ultimately going to get you the results that you want to achieve. And I hope that this year will be a breakthrough year for many of you. It always fills me with a certain amount of disappointment that we don't have more people that are moving into what I call the 5 figures a month club. Because I know that to get to a figure of $10,000 a month, let's just say, is a pretty easy thing to do. You know, it doesn't require much ability. Well, it doesn't really require any ability. It just involves following a proven system. All it requires really is a bit of focus and commitment. And within, 1 year, 2 years at the absolute outside, everyone can easily get to that level. You know, there's absolutely no excuses for anyone not being able to reach that sort of income level. And so it is frustrating, because I see people that, say that they're looking for life-changing opportunities from their online business. They're looking to, transform their income. They say, they talk the talk. They say they're prepared to make the commitment, and then they just don't do the simple steps. They don't, make the daily videos that they need to make. They don't do the daily promos that they need to make. They don't pick up the training that they need, to be spending. I mean, one of the things that one of my mentors, John O. Armstrong, said right at the very start to me, and this is something that I have to admit I haven't been putting into practice myself in the last year or so, and it's something that I'm absolutely, one of my number one resolutions for 2022 is to put this back into place. And that is, in terms of activities, the amount that you spend in training and learning new stuff should always be a higher percentage than the amount that you spend on doing the practical sides of your business, like actually doing promos, the work side of the business, yeah? So it should be at least a 60-40 split, and ideally a 70-30 split in terms of training. So like learning new stuff and, acquiring more knowledge to take you and your business forward, or developing yourself, that should always be higher than 50%. And if it's the other way around, if it's like 90% is spent on the practical side of your business, like, like sending out emails in mailers, setting up ads, writing emails, you know, setting up the latest software and all of that, and only 10% is spent on training, then that is a recipe for disaster. And I have to say that, you know, probably during the last year, mine has been something like that, you know, 80-20, which is one of the reasons perhaps why we haven't moved forward even faster than I would like to. So that is going to be my focus next year. I'm absolutely determined that that 50% is going to go over in terms of training. I want to make 2022 the year of me learning new things. You know, you might think, well, you're already someone that knows a lot of stuff. Well, you can always learn more, and you have to scale up. You have to learn more. You know, when John O. Armstrong, for example, got to the stage where he was earning 20,000 a month, where he was earning 40,000 a month, he didn't stop in that comfort zone. He could quite easily have just plodded along and stayed at those sort of figures. And for some people, maybe that would have been enough for them, but he didn't. He carried on learning. He actually invested, for example, you know, something like $70,000 or $80,000, I think it was, on going on a course with a top expert in the US to learn paid advertising at a very high level. And it was from doing that he was able to, you know, move his business on to the level where, you know, he now has like sometimes $1 million months, you know, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to keep doing training and moving forward. If you don't do that, you'll stagnate and your business will stand still or even go backwards. So my focus is going to be on training. I would suggest that yours should be in 2022 as well. So let's try and make this as a year, you know, the Elite Tigers Group year of training for 2022. That would be my message and my vision for the group. Let's all buckle down and learn new stuff. Let's learn things that are going to enable us all to grow as a group. So with that being said, I hope that you are able to enjoy Christmas Day with your friends and family today. For those of you, and I know there are a lot of you at the moment, especially with the new Omicron wave, that are actually watching this while you're self-isolating, you know, you have my sympathies. It's very, very easy to catch this new variant, and so if you are someone that's having to miss out on Christmas because you're at home, then I'm sorry about that. What I would say is, you know, if you really are, you know, completely stuck, you know, watch some TV, enjoy a glass of whatever you like, but why not actually spend some of the time productively? So while you are in isolation, why not do a little bit of training as well over the Christmas period, so that will set you up nicely for 2022. But for the majority of you that hopefully are able to have something approaching a normal Christmas, I hope that you enjoy it and that you that you can switch off from business for a couple of days and do the things that are really truly important in life. So thanks again for all of your efforts during the last year. And I look forward to working with you all in 2022, which I know is going to be a great year for all of us. Happy Christmas.